Alright, reentry after all of this volatility. I don't want to say after because we're still kind of like, we're still in it, but reentry to see if we can get a push down to the 5-minute 200 moving average and or the London low of the day. Definitely a very high risk trade here. Had a deep pullback after my entry. I added to the position 1 MNQ contract per account. Let's look at the 10-minute chart here. So Asia's low is down at 59125. And let's see, below that we have yeah, the rest of the liquidity is like way down there, so I wouldn't necessarily even, I barely even think this trade is going to make it, let alone hit old lows. So let's just see how this trade performs. Oh, in the 1 minute. And we'll see where the tick chart is at. Well, looks okay for the moment. We'll see how it goes. So we have a very volatile market right now. Also with the catalyst at play, so I'm just gonna try to give it a little time, try to give it a little bit of room. It's like, even though the catalyst is bullish, we haven't really been able, like, we got this flash right here, but aside from this one massively impulsive move, prior to this we can see that we got this nice big drop down, breaking structure. We got this push up, push back down, and then came this really impulsive move here. After this played out, we had a big red candle come back down, and we pulled back to this area, almost kind of created a nice shelf here, as though to say this is an area where perhaps short orders were building, right? Because we get this up, down, up, down, up, but it kind of, you know, respects this general area. So, if I exclude this one impulsive move here, it still looks more bearish to me. So, and the reason I'm kind of excluding this is because I just think that this is based on like a catalyst, and it was extremely impulsive the way this played out. So that's why I'm looking at it like that. I could be wrong. And you know, but that's kind of like how I'm looking at that. Let's go ahead and apply a break-even stop here for all contracts. And I am placing the break-even stop prematurely. But that's probably the best thing to do in this market that's so volatile, because a flashback up to the top is highly probable. So we still haven't gotten a touch to the 200 moving average in the 5. That's what I'm shooting for here. And that would be around 18,640. So if we get there, right there, if we get to this area, I'll just trail tighter if we're able to make it there. If it's a stop out early, then it just is what it is. What is this for? So if we make it down to the 200 moving average here, in the 5-minute time for this just marks where the 200 moving average actually is in the 5-minute. So if we make it here, I'll place my stop here, and even though it's not really like a super tight trail, I want to give it room to bounce in that event. And so for it to have the opportunity to bounce and then potentially move further down. But that's if we even make it there. I don't know. We may not. It may just shoot up and hit my break-even stop. So we'll see. So I could be, obviously I could be wrong, but that the 200 moving average is just kind of like, of all the places that it could potentially go to the downside, that's kind of like the least, that's the most shallow push I would be looking for. So I'm you know, just gonna hold the premise, and like I said, if it hits the stop, the break-even stop, then it just hits it. I get in a lot of trades where, like, I move my stop and then it gets hit and then like goes back in the direction that was congruent with my original premise. And it's more annoying to me to miss, like, to have a trade plan and to not follow it out and then miss the move that I was shooting for because I was being too scared and move my stop, you know, being too conservative, than for me to hold my position and let it hit my break-even stop. Like, I would just rather let the trade play out. And the stop is conservative, you know. Like, if I was like more of an intraday trader, you know, my stop would be way higher than where it's at right now. It'd be like above the, you know, the swing high. But my trades are a lot more, they're just more short term. So I just like to protect them early, but also give them the opportunity to play out. Honestly, thus far, it's been a pretty demoralizing trading day. Wow, it's like reaching for this spot, but just really having trouble getting there. Let's try to be patient and hold the premise. We know that if it hits, we know it'll bounce. By how much, we don't. I would love to see it just run right through it. I think we still have room to push. 18,62275. Let's try to hold for a minute. We expect a bounce. I haven't left as much room as I kind of said I was going to leave for it, but we left a little bit of room. We'll see what happens. It doesn't look like it's ready to stop, so I am going to move that. I see like a good, well, hold on. Yeah, I do. I see a potentially nice push here. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's London's low. Asia's low is just below it. Asia's low is 18,592 even. That's Asia's low. Damn, I don't know if I want to... Yeah, let's get out with... Let's take one out if we can hit Asia's low. Depending on what this looks like. No, we're not ready. We have more gas, I think. Kind of in an indecisive moment here. Hold on. All right, there we go. We got the cross there. However, showing some weakness. I still don't fully, I think it's going to be like a small push up, but I don't think that we're ready to truly go up. I guess we'll just leave the trail right there and see if we can get a push back down before it hits it, and if not, then we'll just call it. Obviously it'll be called. Alright, that's Asia's low right there. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a push beyond Asia's low, and then I can just put a stop right at Asia's low, I think. So let's do this. Do I have room to do it, or is it gonna bounce? I don't think we're ready to bounce up, but we could get an impulsive like flash up. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna do 6, 9. We're gonna do a stop here and 9. Okay, so let's do it like that. And this is where, let's get just a little bit more of a push. We'll go tighter. We'll go tight with this one. I think we have more steam. I know what you're thinking. I am not using Haikanashi candles. This Alright, we'll go ahead and put the stop there for the one contract. Just want to keep that one like super tight. I don't know where. I don't know if I should get. No. I see weakness in it. I see weakness. Will it hold though? What do we got? We got 2 minutes, 13, 12, 2 minutes left on the 3-minute candle here. This is the 1 minute time frame, but I'm looking at the 3 minute. I'm allowing the behavior of the 3 minute and 5 minute stochastic to guide me through holding this trade, or we'll just, yeah, basically. It still looks good for a push. Showing some weakness. We'll see if we can respect the high of the previous candle. minute. 5 minutes still looks bearish.
Stop filled.
Alright, we got our secondary stop here. Let's see what happens. 5 minute is starting to look a little weak too. We'll hold where that stop is at. Should I probably put it just a little bit above Asia's? Let's put it just a smidge up here, just because it's not uncommon for it to come back and use these areas as resistance. All right, 5 minutes opening up again, so let's continue to hold. We got what, 369. We're in there. That's correct volume for the stop placement. So I know that there's like a ton of liquidity at the bottom, but I mean it's like pretty far down. I wouldn't necessarily expect for us to get a push like that, but you never know. Alright, we're just showing some weakness on the 5 minute stochastic. This will probably, if it doesn't reject here, this will probably be where it's highly likely this is where the trade ends. But it's been a good push either way, so I'm super happy with what we got. I definitely didn't expect a move this big, but I'm glad I followed the signals to guide me through the trade. Rejection off of the 10 moving average in the 1 minute time frame. See if it holds. I don't think so. Imagine just getting some ridiculous ass drop right here. And imagine me being done trading for the whole day. Imagine. Imagine. Alright, I want to like lock in more, but I just don't. I think I'm just kind of afraid, like, if I fuck around, I won't be able to move to get everything situated like fast enough, and then I'm like afraid of a flash up while I don't have my stops in place the way that I want them. Seeing some divergence here. So I want a stop here, and then I would do okay, so that would be for, alright, that's a stop for 1, and then that would be 6, and we'd put that one right here. Okay, that's correct. And we'll closely trail with this one.
Stop filled.
Alright, I think we are, I don't really even have enough time for this. Yeah, I think we've pretty much like lost momentum, so I'm gonna be very conservative with this, and that's, if it hits it, then that's fine. If you ask me, like, where do I think this is going? I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I truly don't. I wasn't expecting to even get this much out of this trade. I don't know. If we made it down to, I don't know, it really doesn't matter, because at this point this is all just like bonus. Where's the next low? The tick chart is becoming overextended here. It could still go further, but we're pretty overextended. We have, yeah, like the next low that I see is like so far down. So let's see, the next swing is about 18,539.25. Oh, okay, yeah, it'd be right down here. If we make it down to here, this would likely be where a really significant bounce would occur. That's if, though, because we're trailing super tight. And that's because we've already gotten everything that we want out of this trade and more. So we're just trying to stay in the game as long as we can with taking as little loss on the profit as possible. I'm just pointing that out because I say all the time that I don't really like trailing, but that is why I'm doing it in this instance.
Stop filled.
All right, that's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I can't complain. Not for a second. I don't know, man. I think that's going to be it for today. Like I said, demoralizing day. Had that not played out so gorgeously. All right, until tomorrow.